A lot of action going on inside here. A lot of grinding. It looks like a war zone in there right now. We're replacing every spoiled brick. We're fixing every joint. I was told that I don't fuck around. We gotta keep the peace. We gotta keep the peace in the neighborhood. We gotta make sure our neighbors are happy with everything. I convinced the clients to re-tuck point the whole house. So we gotta build a scaffold. We gotta protect that scaffold with a net mesh. You can do the vac attach, but the vac attach starts to clog up really fast, so it's better to build a scaffold so that we can contain the dust. Because we literally have to cut down every single mortar joint, vertical and horizontal, grind it down about a ½ inch, and make this house look like it looked like 127 years ago. Good Monday morning coffee. That's how it's done. Bricklaying is like one of the toughest trades to do. As a laborer, as a beginner, you're like lifting shit, you're carrying shit, you're breaking shit, you're grunt, you're working hard. But then once you get on the trowel, you know exactly what to do and how to do it and why you do it. Anyone that knows me knows that I've got a certain fondness for bricklaying and bricks. I've got a thing for brick. It could have something to do with my dad being a bricklayer, and that's where I first kind of was exposed to trades. It's been a long haul with this 127-year-old house. It went from bricking in some windows to making other windows a little bit larger, fixing as many damaged bricks. We're installing new brick that makes it look like the old brick. So it's a finessing at that point. We basically replaced over 1,500 bricks. What I'm enjoying is the brick is like transforming this whole house. It's been a lot of work. It still looks like it's aged. It still looks like it's weathered, but that was all done on purpose, and that's what I like about it. So this wasn't about just bricklaying normally, just put a string and make everything straight. The beginning of this whole brick project, it was like this black brick from 127 years of weathering, of dirt, of carbon monoxide, but all kinds of crap on it. So we washed all the brick, we cleaned it up so we can get to the true color of the brick. That was key to us. Once we got that, we discovered it was an orange and red mix. If you remember, the sunroom had the wrong brick. That's it, from day one it had the wrong brick. It had this really light orange color brick that didn't match everything else. And now we're matching the brick to tie it in. You've got a double width brick, which means is that every so many courses, the brick actually turns and ties into the interior brick. That's how it locks in the wall. On the sunroom, it was a matter of Tommy asking me, do you want to continue that same bond? And I was like, yeah. Even though we're not tying into an interior brick and we've got traditional framing going on the inside now, we've got insulation, sheathing, but we still need to make it look like it's part of the original house. So when you look at the back room, you're not going to think this was off. This one's going to have to go. It is an art. To me, it's an art form. It's not a trade. It's basically a work of art. The way you do this, the way you put it together, the way you lay it, the way you plan it, the way you carve things out, the way you stay true to the essence of the house, the heritage of the house. And what's great about Tommy and Donal and the guys at Journeymen is that they sat down, we discussed it. There's a lot of detail, a lot of care, a lot of brick, a lot of brick. People don't appreciate the true essence of brick and why brick is there and why you choose a certain brick and why a certain color. And it can't always be economical. It can't just be because this is what our budget entails. There's bricks that are very economical, that are beautiful. You just have to try to think of things to do. And that's why when I walk around the neighborhood and I see brickwork that's been done, patched in, and it hasn't been really thought through. Over years it's going to look like, and it's going to continue to look like. Why not do it a little bit better? Why not ask a few more questions? Why not stay true to the essence of the house and how the brick pattern was laid? To most it's like grass growing. To me, it's an art. I've always considered bricklayers artists. And when the house is completed and the windows are there and we're parged and the soffits are in, the lights are in, and everything's all been fixed up, repaired, repainted and all that stuff, you're sitting back there and you're maybe like thinking to yourself, look at that brick. That's what a lot of people are going to say. And 127 years ago, they were probably thinking the same thing. But today, people are going to stop and they're going to say what I've been thinking every single day. Look at that brick.